Hello and welcome to my Pre-Algebra review series. This video covers Chapter 1, Section 10, titled The Coordinate Plane. By the end of this section, you'll have reviewed the procedures for naming coordinates and quadrants and graphing points on a coordinate plane. Please leave a like if you find this video helpful. Give your classmates a heads up too. It will more than likely help them, and certainly it will help this channel to be seen by more students. If you would like me to cover any of these topics in greater detail, please leave a comment here in the comment section below. I read them and do my best to address these as time permits. Please subscribe to my channel and ring the bell icon to be notified every time I release a new video. Thank you. Let's get into it. So before we get started, I'd like to go over a couple definitions if we could. Coordinate plane. A coordinate plane is formed by the intersection of two number lines. X-axis. The horizontal number line is called the x-axis, and the y-axis, the vertical number line, is called the y-axis. Quadrants. The x and y divide the coordinate plane into 4 quadrants. An ordered pair. An ordered pair gives the coordinates and location of a point. An origin. The origin is where the x and y-axis intersect. Okay, the objective 1, naming coordinates and quadrants. This is going to pretty much use most of those terms we just learned in the definitions. But it says here that a coordinate plane is formed by the intersection of two number lines. In our graph here, the number lines, we have a number line right here, which is this x, and here's the y. These are two separate number lines. The horizontal number line is the x-axis. That's this one. The x-axis is horizontal, and the y-axis is this vertical number line, okay? And they intersect right here in the center. You see that? The vertical member is called the y-axis. The x and y-axes divide the coordinate plane into 4 quadrants. So as these two lines, number lines, cross each other, as they cross each other like they're doing here, they have a quadrant 1, 2, 3, and quadrant 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how they're defined in the order they're defined. Okay, we call them quadrants. Okay, the x-coordinate shows the position right or left of the y-axis. So the x-axis, this number line here, here's the y-axis. The left and or right of the y-axis is what the coordinate plane, the x-axis, x-coordinate is delineating for us. The y-coordinate shows the position above or below the line. So any numbers relative to the y-quadrant are showing us numbers above and below the horizontal or the x-axis. An ordered pair gives the coordinates and location of a point. Well, here's an ordered pair right here. Is this p equal x minus 8. That's an ordered pair. It's the same thing as up here in the diagram. Minus 6, minus 8. That's a point. The ordered pair minus 6, minus 8 identifies the point P in quadrant 3. So we can say that this point right here, point P, is here in quadrant 3. That's where this point is located. This point right here is located in quadrant 3. And where is it relative to quadrant 3? Well, it's negative 6. X is the first number. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the negative direction. And each of these lines up here, these little lines are 2. 2, 4, 6. Right here, 6. 2, 4, 6. If you go down, this point is in X, it's negative 6. Here's 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. So here's negative 6 right for here. And negative 8 is the y. Negative 8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you look across from here to here. Here, I'll change colors. So now this point here is the 8. Oh, it didn't change. Sorry about that. Here, this color here, this is 8, negative 8 down. And from here to this line right here is negative 6 in the x. So that's how we're defining it. Negative x is first, negative 6. Y is second, the negative 8. Okay? That's pretty much what this slide talks about. Okay, example 1. Naming coordinates and quadrants. Write the coordinates of point A. In which quadrant is point A located? 2 questions, so to speak. Point A is located 2 units, right here, 2 units to the left of the y-axis. Well, here's the y-axis, right here, and 2 units to the left would be 1, 2, which is to the left. And that would make that a -2, okay? So the x-coordinate is -2. The point is 1 unit above the x-axis. So here's the x-axis, and it's one point up. Here it is, 1 up. So here's x. It's 1 up from 0. 0 is the line, and it's 1 unit up. Okay, so the coordinates of point A are, as we see here, -2, 1, where -2 is the x position and 1 is the y position. So x is right or left of y, and the y position is above or below the x-axis line. Example 1, check your understanding. So now we're going to deal with the other 2 points on this graph. It says write the coordinates of points B and C. So B is the format is this B parens xy, like it is right here, and the C point is the same, only it says C. So what are they? We know that B, we're going to write them down. B, this is going to be the point we're defining, is what is the x value? What is the x part of the B? Well, B is right down here, okay? And x, how do we get to B? We go 1, 2 units to the right. And that's positive, going to the right from the y-axis. So we're going to go with a +2. And where is the y? What's the y position? Well, in order to get to this point from here, we have to go 1, 2, 3 points down. So, and down from the x-axis is negative. So, comma, -3. That is the position of B. This is what's the position of C? Well, C is, what's the x position? So we're going to get to C and the x, we have to go 1, 2, and now 3. That's the x position. And for the y position, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 up. So they happen to be 3, 3. +3x and +3y, because we went right on x and up above on y. Identify the quadrant in which B and C are located. So what quadrant is B, the B point in? First of all, where is B? B is right here. And you remember how we counted quadrants? What are the quadrants? This is a quadrant here. This is a quadrant over in here. Quadrants in here, and a quadrants in here. And remember the numbering. It's 1, 2, it was Roman numeral, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is IV, 4, quadrant 4. So B is located in quadrant 4. B is located in 4. And C is located in 1, 2, 3, 4. It's in 1, right here, 1. C is located in 1. Objective 2, graphing points. We just did some points. Now we'd be doing it in reverse. We're going to actually put the point on the line, I think. To graph a point A, the point x, y, in the coordinate plane, you graph the ordered pair xy. Okay? So we're going to find these xy points and call it a point on the graph, and we're going to identify the point. Let's find out what it's all about. Example 2, graphing points. So it's telling us graph point R, which is 3, -5. So they want us to go find it on the coordinate plane. So the first step is to locate and start at the origin. the point 0, 0. So where's the origin? The 0, 0 point is right here. This is the origin right here where the two lines cross. And you see it's 0, 0 for y and 0 for x. And then it's step 2. It says move in the x direction. Move in x-axis. Well, how far are we moving in x? It says to move y, actually 3 in x. So we're going to go over here. We're going to go positive 3. From this line, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So now we know we're over 3 over positive 3. Then it says negative 5 for y. So we're going to go here for y. They want us to go negative 5. So now we're going to go negative 5. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And it almost didn't make it on the paper. So if I find these 2 points, we're going to be right here is going to be the point R, 3, comma, minus 5. Okay? Okay, we're going to now, in example 2, check our understanding. Follow the directions below. It says graph these points in a coordinate plane. Okay? So let's do K. The position is x3 and y1, both positive. So K is going to go x in the positive 3 direct 3. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. This is where we are for x, and a positive 1. So a positive 1 is above. So right here is K 3, comma 1. Okay? The next one we're going to do is, I'm going to change color now. L is negative 2, 1. Negative 2, and the x is negative 1, negative 2, and 1 is the direction up for y. We're going y. The second number is y. So here is point L minus 2, comma 1. That's point L right here. And then finally M. Where is M? So M is minus 2, minus 4. So we're going to go minus 2, just like we did on L. We're going to go 1, 2, and then negative from 0, and 4 down, because we're below. Now it's negative. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So our point is right here. And M then is negative 2, comma, negative 4. Okay? Geometry. Draw lines to connect points K, L, and M. And describe the figure it results. Okay? So I'm just going to use this pen here. We're going to pick red, I guess. So we're going to connect K and L. So we're going to do these points here, and it's going to be a squiggly line, but sorry. And then L, what they want us to do, go down and get to M down here. And then we're going to go from here. Hopefully I can go across. There. So and then it says, describe the figure that results. Well, it's pretty simple, right? Looks like a 90-degree triangle, right triangle. Okay? Good.